Okay, I'm going to do a bit of an update video on the enclosed trailer, which is behind me. And I've had to, I went so far on it about a week ago or so, and then I kind of stopped, and I really had to think about, you know, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to finish it, how far I can go, whether I wanted to remove some pieces like these things, these uprights here and whatnot. So I think the best thing for me to do here right now is to just grab the camera and show you. How's that sound? Anyway, well, the tires are on it right now because I actually moved it back in the shop here so that I could make room for the lid, the roof. So there's the roof upside down on some dollies so I can move it around. I will put it up on some type of support or whatever. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'd like to have it at a nice working height. And it's going to get, the plans for the roof are a new paint job inside and outside, of course. But as you can see, the plywood, even though I took the bolts out of the plywood here and here, all the way along, the plywood is stuck in there. So I'm going to have to go along with a chisel or whatever and get that plywood out of there. It fits in a groove, and I can show you here at the front. You can see the groove. That's the, that's, which is really nice because then it slips in there, the roof slips onto it, it bolts down. This trailer is really well built. You can ignore that piece of cardboard in there, of course. Anyways, I will be painting white, repainting the white in here. It'll all be nice and fresh. It helps to make it so you can see inside the trailer if this roof was white. I'm not sure about the plywood walls, but anyways, as for the roof. And the roof on the outside is going to be, I believe I'm going to get a cream color, or I'm going to make my own cream color for the roof on the outside. Either that or it's just going to be white as well. Again, I do not like using dark colors on roofs of enclosed things like travel trailers and even this trailer here. The lighter color the roof, the better inside stays. Okay, let's start at the front here. Of course, this hitch is all wrong. And I've been scratching my head trying to figure out how to modify this hitch. I have more, this is 2-inch by 2-inch tubing. It's a very heavy tubing. I have lots of that left from metal that I bought from somebody. So this height here is, I believe, the top of this when it's sitting level on the ground with those wheels, those 16-inch wheels. And I'm not going to change any of that. That's 14 inches. That's 14 inches to that. Now, 14 to 16 inches is a normal hitch height. It's where I like it to be. Most vehicles, that's how far your hitch comes off. If it's enough so that it's not going to drag on the ground or going over uphills, bumping. Anyways, that's the ideal height that I believe. 14 inches to 16 inches. You can even go as high as 18. This is quite a bit higher than that. And that's why, originally I thought I would just put the new coupler on top of here. But as you recall in the last video, or even in my blog, I need to extend this hitch. So I'm going to add, I'm going to take a piece of my 2x2 tubing, which is the same as this, and I'm actually going to start from right here and weld it on here so that I'm only that 2 inches higher. just 2 inches. So that'll make my hitch at about 15 inches or so, like the ball height. The ball height actually would be maybe 16 inches off the ground, which is that's perfect. That's all I want. That's the easiest way. Why, this here goes underneath the trailer. It's of course welded to this angle iron, but it's also welded to the next angle iron that goes across. And by the way, isn't this a lovely floor? Yeah, this has got to be removed. I mean, it's got rust holes in it. It's bulging in some places. There's no way I can put the plywood back on top of this and feel like I've done a good job. So this all this sheet metal, I did remove the back. Anyways, I was talking about the hitch. So anyway, probably adding another, I'd say 18 inches in length to the actual drawbar with the hitch on the end. That'll work for me. Hopefully it allows me to have a fold-up wheel as well, right? So I have a nice one that I can install on here. So because you need a trailer jack, right? Probably gonna cut this off right here, right across, and then cut this off right here and put my other piece on there. That's probably going to work the best for me. Here I've got the extension that I want to bring to the whole body of it. So in other words, these whole pieces here are going to be cut and then brought out to here. So that's an extra foot. That makes it 8 feet. A 4x8 sheet of plywood will fit on that floor and leave exactly the ½ inch needed for the side plywood, ½ inch plywood on the sides to go down. Plus ½ inch plywood on the front will also slot itself down and can get bolted in, right? So that's what makes this trailer strong. This can go bye-bye. I don't need that. Anyways, so that's my plan for the front here. I'm really not going to change any of this stuff. The fenders go on there just fine. They're just perfect. But this, yeah, I mean, look at the floor. It's Swiss cheese, eh? So, yeah, that's not good. By the way, these tires. Remember, I said that they're a couple $100 a piece, plus the installation charge. It's like, yeah, that was a sizable bill. But they're load range E. They'll hold up to 80 psi, and each tire alone will pack the weight that you could possibly put in this trailer. So double the tires, double the weight. These two tires on another axle, like say, just hypothetically, if you had a 5,000-pound axle, these two tires would work with that 5,000-pound axle. You could probably drive a vehicle onto that trailer and pack it around and be safe. So these are total overkill, but I bought them. They're nice. They're new. We're gonna leave them on there, and they roll like a dream. So yeah, we're not gonna mess around with that. I also had thought about because I was gonna remove the front uprights here. I thought I would maybe remove the back uprights so that I can flip the trailer over upside down. You know how I like to work on the trailers upside down. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave these ones on here. And those for now, and flip the trailer onto its side, down low to the ground, by the way. I'll use my famous 4x4 landscape things to roll it on. And that will help me to do any work on the bottom. I have to cut the welds, grind off some welds that are holding the floor on. This floor panel. A lot of cleaning up needed to be done. So hopefully I can do all of that, and yeah, while it's laying on its side, paint the bottom of the axle, that sort of thing. Okay, the bottom of the springs. I don't want to take any of that apart. I've got to try to limit the amount of work I do on this thing already. These little side pieces on here, I just might move in a little bit, so that when I put clearance lights on here, I have a little protection for them. This trailer never had any, it's a pretty short trailer, I know, but normally a trailer would at least have the lights on the front. So I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. Probably weld a panel down underneath here to put the clearance lights on. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. We'll see about making a way to have an LED in here. This here light, the whole bulb and everything just fell right out of it. It was just rusted right out. Here it is right here. And I mean, you know, when you got old stuff like this, it's just corroded. Let's face it, it needs replacing. So I'm going to figure out how to get LED lights inside there. The reflector, hey, yeah, it can stay on there. That's no problem. On the back here, well, I got the most solid piece of metal ever there. And those are, by the way, are your bumpers. Yay. Anyways, the ramp that I put on here, I want it to hinge down. And as you can see, it would come right to here, which is behind here. Guess what? This is going to be in the way of hinging the rear ramp down. So I got to figure that out. The ramp may have to only come to here and then have that part removed or something like that, and these left in place. I don't know. To me, that just leaves a gap where the road debris can go inside the trailer. So I'm not totally happy about that. Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out too. Hey, there's nothing that I can't trim and patch back up again. It's not that hard. This side here, I got a hole here. I don't know how that hole. It was done with a torch, and I don't know what it was for. No idea, but I'm gonna have to. I'll patch a piece of metal in there and grind it off real nice, and so you can't tell anymore. And again, this needs to be moved in. Anyways, so that's kind of where I'm at here. I gotta start on it sooner or later here. Take the wheels back off again. I just put two lug nuts on there. But yeah, and of course I'll be doing the bearings, but I'll just re-grease them, I guess. that wheel just spins beautifully. So I'm not worried about. I thought about buying new axles with these are a Chevy bolt pattern, which is bigger than a trailer bolt pattern. And I thought about maybe I should just go get 2,000-pound axle and replace that. Then I would need to buy 2 new wheels, minimum, 3 wheels ideally. Yeah. So we're talking hundreds of dollars. And I got to be careful about this because I'm thinking that this trailer, once it's done, maybe fetch $1,800. I mean, to me, $2,000 would be a stretch. I don't know. I'll have to see just how nice it is. Anyway, so you just don't want to be going and spending like $1,500 on all these parts and pieces. I mean, I need $400 worth of plywood just to finish this trailer, and then paint and whatever. So And then $250 is what it costs to get a VIN number put on it. So it starts adding up. So I have to be careful. I don't have unlimited funds, and these trailers are what I rely on to help fund the next trailer sort of thing. And the next trailer is for next year, for next winter. I've already got something lined up, and it's at a friend's house. And it'll be a tandem trailer again, but I'll have to make it a short tandem trailer because I only have room to work on about 20 feet in here. So that has to include the hitch. So I think that Westward Ho trailer that I had in here, or not the Westward Ho, sorry, the other one, it was 12 feet long plus the hitch, and that was it. So yeah, getting tight. Alrighty, I'll catch you later.